What is going on, Panda Gang, man? Today in this video, we're going to learn how to set up this brand new device, the XIM matrix, for both your mouse and keyboard and your controller guide, all right? So first, let's go ahead and get straight into it. The first thing you're going to need to do is go into the XIM matrix form, all right? I'll leave all this linked in the description and in the comments below, so just check the form right there. That's where it will be linked. You just click on it, it'll open it up. And once it comes to it, once you open it up, make sure you go ahead and create an account, all right? As you guys can see, I already created one. So once you have, then you want to go into the XIM Matrix Downloads tab, okay? Once you've clicked on that, go ahead and click on the latest version. Again, they update this quite a bit. So if you're watching this video today, and then 1 year down the line, there's a new update, make sure you download the latest version. Again, the beta firmware tool works on both PC and Mac, depending on which one you have. Just click on the one that you're using. For me, you guys know I'm a Windows guy, so that's what I'm going to be using. After you're done installing the firmware tool, open it up. You want to unplug your XIM matrix if it's plugged in while pressing and holding the button on the top of the XIM like this, all right? You guys can see me do it. Plug it in your computer using the USB-C cable that's included with the box that the XIM matrix came in. When your XIM matrix shows a blue light, you can then release the back button and click update XIM matrix, okay? So once it's done that, you got the blue light, go ahead and update it. After it's done updating, you should unplug and plug your XIM back in. Then you want to plug in whatever input you are using, right? So in my case, it's going to be a wireless mouse and keyboard in today's video, all right? Something you should know that it's recommended to plug any wireless device in the left side of the XIM, okay? So if you're looking at the XIM facing you, you want it on the left side. But if you have both wireless mouse and wireless keyboard, just plug them in the same way that I showed, right? The next step is pretty straightforward. You will go into your phone. You're going to have to open up the App Store, all right? If you're on Google phone, whatever it is, I don't even know Androids. I don't use those. But if you are, you got your App Store, whatever it's called. Search for XIM Matrix Manager, okay? Once you've done that, you're going to go ahead and install it. After it is done installing the XIM Matrix app, you just go ahead and open it up from your phone, all right? To connect, you will have to click the back button on the top of the XIM, just like I'm showing right now, all right? If it doesn't connect, try closing the app, clicking the same button again, and then relaunching the app, all right? So if it's not connecting, it's the button on the top. Again, it looks like a little straight stick. Just press it again. It should connect. If it doesn't, go ahead and X out of the app, open the app again, and try to connect again, all right? Once the app is connected to the XIM, you'll want to go click on the 3 dots at the top right corner, just like this. Click on New Configuration. Search for whatever game you're going to be playing. In our case, it'll be Black Ops 6. Again, Black Ops 7, when that comes out, will make this, the set of videos the same, right? So just click on whatever game you're using. Then select the device you're playing on. In my case, PC, but it'll also work the same if you're playing on PS5, Xbox, whatever else, right? First, I will show you how to set it up for mouse and keyboard. If you're on controller, you can go ahead and skip to the timestamps on the screen down below. I'll show controller setup after I show mouse and keyboard, all right? For input, select mouse and keyboard, then output depending again on what device you're playing on. In my case, is PC, so you choose controller PC and then click new. Once the configuration is created, you will want to get a copy of the mouse and keyboard config from our Patreon, all right? Which you'll find the link to in the description down below. When you're done with that, go to the pencil icon on the top left like this. Click on paste and then select the full config option. Now you want to change your sensitivity, swipe to the right, and you will see your hip sensitivity. If you swipe again to the right, you will see your ADS sensitivity. Now the higher the number, the slower your sensitivity will be. The lower the number, faster it will be, and that's all for the XIM app. In this part, I'll be showing how to set it up now for our controller. If you're on mouse and keyboard, skip back to the timestamps when you see in-game settings and configurations in action. For the input, now for controller, you want to select gamepad, then output depending again on what device you are playing on, aka your PC, Xbox, PS5, select that. In my case, obviously I'm playing on PC, so I'll choose controller PC, then click new. Once the config is created, you want to get and copy the controller configs from our Patreon. Once you find the link in the description, down below. Just check the description. Everything will be linked there. When you're done with that, go to the pencil icon on the top left like this. Click on paste and select the full config option. Now you want to change your sensitivity. Swipe to the right and you'll see your hip sensitivity. If you swipe again to the right, you will see your ADS sensitivity. Now, if you want to change your up and down sensitivity independently of your left and right sensitivity, all it takes is to click on this lock icon so it unlocks, and you can see if you can put a different sensitivity for your X and the Y. And that's all for the XIM Matrix app. When in-game before playing, you first need to change a few settings. If you're on mouse and keyboard, you need to change your DPI to 1600. Load the configuration and set your input device to controller. Now on to the controller settings, which you would need to change if you are on mouse and keyboard. First, you set your button layout to default. Your horizontal and vertical sensitivities to 4. Make sure the swap trigger option is turned off, even if you're playing controller flipped. In dead zones, set your left and right stick minimums to 10 and maximums to 100. Then your triggers to 10. In the aiming tab, go to sensitivity multipliers. Make sure all of them are set to 1. Then go to moving advanced settings. Make sure the ADS sensitivity transition timing is set to instant, and then aim response curve type is set to standard. Now in graphics, go to the view tab and let the field of view 120. Your ADS field of view affected, and then make sure the personal camera movement is set to least. That's all for the settings now. I will show you a small gameplay of the configurations from our Patreon. You can see we have 3 different option configurations available on our Patreon. Rage for those who want to go all out, legit for the people that want to keep it low key, and streamer for the content creators like myself and people that want secrecy. You can see a more in-depth showcase of these configuration on our Patreon. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope this was helpful and managed to answer any doubt you had about the XIM Matrix and the easy setup process that it takes to get this device up and running. All right, leave a comment down below if you have any questions. You guys know we're always down there in the comments, but I hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you guys over on our Discord.